Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys. For this time, I will appreciate you guys like Andika, Sabila, Dina, and Uno because you guys want to hear my public speaking. You may know that texting and driving is bad, but may not understand just how bad it really is. Into 18, around 400 people were injured in accident caused by distracting driving. And I'm Sabika. Today I will give some presentation about texting while driving is dangerous. Next. And the driver age 16 to 24 are most likely to use handheld device while driving. With so many less experiences, drivers or road using highly distracting devices, the potential of accident and thus injuries and fatality is incredibly high. Other risks of texting on the road. Please next. Other risks to texting on the road, of course, lethal consequences or the chance are of injuring someone are the biggest risk factor with texting and driving. But there are other risks as well. Here are some of the other risk factors I'll consider before you picking up your phone when you're behind the wheels. You are probably breaking the law. In most states, texting and driving is illegal, so you could get ticket and a fine. And next, your insurance could go up if you get a ticket for driving. Count on your insurance rates skyrocketing. You could damage your car even if you don't hurt someone. If you cause an accident while texting, you could severely damage your car, and total vehicle wound be cheap to repair or replace. Texting and driving is risky at the best and not at the worst. To get even more information how to stay safe while driving, you can check some in social media. Consequences texting and driving. Why it is dangerous to text and driving? If the accident rate, the fatality numbers are not enough, there are the other consequences that come from texting and driving. Your insurance could go up, like uh, not only do pose and threat yourself and those around you if you text and drive, but because of those action and consequences, your insurance will increase. Even if you don't know, if you don't get into accident and are pulled over for texting and driving, you can get a ticket and probably property damage. On the danger of texting and driving is single vehicle crashes. Even if you don't get in collision with another car, you can severely damage. You can face legal consequences as above. It is illegal to be on your phone and text in some region in the world. Phone calls are worse than no calls and just as bad as drunk and driving. Next for the slide. A study using a driving simulator found the participant who engaged in hands-free phone conversation took longer to react to a car slowing down ahead and ahead of them compared to those who drove without conversation. This driving while talking effect was executed when there was high traffic density because there were more attentional demands on the driver. Research also shows that when people are talking on the phone, crash rates quadruples. Drivers who are on the call are about equally at risk as is someone driving at the legal limit of blood alcohol content. In one simulated traffic environment, drivers who were on their phone, got it significantly more. accident than the drunk drivers. Unfortunately, in all the driving while talking research, there is little to no difference in impairment between drivers using hands-free and handheld phone because it's an issue of attention and there is only minimal extra distraction when picking up and holding a phone. It doesn't really help to use on hands-free devices. Merely thinking about something other than a road is enough to strain attention and increase your risk of a crash. Despite this, attention tells us that as long as our eyes on the road with perspective what's in front of us, it's easy to imagine the risk of removing your eyes from the road and your hands from the steering wheels, but not as easy to see the risk of divided attention. This is a likely part of the reason, or shall I say, driving force, behind the ill-informed policies that prohibit hands on talking and texting, but allow hands-free conversation. Uh, Next for the slide. That was information about accident in Indonesia, like from the republica.co.id, like using phone while you're driving increased accident and many more of them. Next for the slide. And this and the last, I will give some tips about how to avoiding driving while texting. Next for the slide, Dick. And number one is turn off the cell phone. Turn off the cell phones to avoid incoming call while driving. Replying to chat, whether from friends or coworker, can be done after arriving the destination by turning off the phone. The driver will not be tempted to check the latest tweets on the timeline, so they are able to maintain concentration throughout the trip. And the second, enable audio on navigation apps. In addition to checking social media, cell phones are often used for navigation application. If the cell phone is turned off, of course, the driver will have difficulty finding the destination. Not only for direction, navigation applications are also useful for notifying the level of congestion in the surrounding area. If you need direction, turn on audio in navigation apps. The narrator will tell you when to turn back and the estimate time to arrive at the location. Even though you don't need to get your hands off the steering wheel, drivers still have to be aware of their surrounding. Taking advantage of driving safety apps. Use of driving safety apps like T-Drive to build safe driving habit. T-Drive was launched by PT Asuransi Teguh Pratam Indonesia, and this application will provide an assessment of the user driving skill, both aspect speed of speed, acceleration, cornering to use of mobile phones. To motivate user to drive safely, the point can be converted into T-coin when probably discount when purchasing gasoline or something like that. And that's some speech of me about how to about texting while driving. And I'm Sabika. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.